The old lioness can't remember such a severe drought in the region, a drought that forces the animals to leave the plain. The Ruaha River is empty. The dry riverbed is now home to just a few scorpions and scattered animals too weak to follow their kind. These female kudu have been waiting a long time for some sign from the sky, a few providential drops. They have finally resigned themselves to follow the columns of impalas which have already left in search of water. Probably guided by an age-old instinct, the herbivores head upstream towards the source of the river. Too bad for stragglers who haven't yet joined the ranks. The lionesses are stalking, all senses sharpened due to the water shortage. The target is a water buck. The weary animal is extremely vulnerable in these tall grasses, where visibility is virtually zero. Barely 1 month ago, this pride of lions would have had to swim in what is now no more than a river of sand. The kill is welcome for this large family, which is starving to death. This is the clan of the southern lionesses, 7 females and 13 cubs, with 1 matriarch. Hunger has abolished the usual rules. They all devour the prey without respect for hierarchy. Not a single drop of blood, not a single piece of fat will remain on the carcass. The days go by, and the savannah still awaits from the sky its measure of rain, in vain. The old lioness, on a hill above the dry riverbed, can't bring herself to leave. Her sisters, her daughters, and their cubs are exhausted, but the matriarch is determined to hold this hard-won lookout. The cubs are clearly impatient. They haven't eaten for nearly 4 days. The young ones are hungry and thirsty. Their mother can only offer a few comforting nuzzles. The felines are not yet aware of the impact of the water shortage. Junior, one of the 3 youngest cubs, is still fragile. If his clan starts moving quickly, he won't have the strength to follow, and he will die. The vervet may remember the time when the waters of the Ruaha River were high, when life flourished. A time when it constantly carried a plentiful, nourishing flow of water. The rainy season lasted several months, participating in the rich, sustained ecosystem. Now, its sparkling waters are nothing more than a remote dream. Scorching heat, dust. In a few hours, these gusts have dispersed the prey and dashed the pride's hopes for a new meal. A herd of buffalo, which came up from the south, traveled throughout the night before making a brief stop. These ruminants require a large amount of water, at least 8 gallons a day. So despite their exhaustion, they have to set off again. A slight quiver runs through the lioness's territory. It's unusual, almost imperceptible, and yet it's enough to wake the lethargic pride. The trampling of hooves resonating on the packed earth acts like a signal. It is time to leave, to follow this abundant source of meat. Although most of the lionesses are weakened by hunger, and the voyage seems dangerous for the cubs, they have to follow the pride, stay together at all cost. Death is omnipresent in the bush, embodied by the dark messengers that can spot a carcass several miles away. The victim is a young giraffe who died of thirst. Vultures and jackals fight over each piece of skin and flesh, right down to the guts. The competition is vicious. The vulture is a perfect carcass cleaning machine. Whether the scavengers like it or not, anything that gives strength to the young during periods of scarcity is fair game. Lionesses are rarely picky, even with rotted remains or a few bones to chew on. With the drought, the leopard also had to change its habits. Usually, it only comes down from the trees at night when it's invisible to the lions and the hyenas. The increasing scarcity of game has forced it to leave its above-ground shelter to cross invisible boundaries into the territory of a family of jackals worried for its pups. The leopard does not fear these prowlers, but they can thwart its plans. For several days, the feline has been storing up meat in a series of hiding places. This impala, killed at dawn, is far too heavy to be carried to safety in a tree. Yet the leopard must protect it from the scavengers, which follow closely behind. It covers the scent of the meat by scraping the ground and soaking the area with its scent. The carcass can remain hidden for a few days. The leopard doesn't mind cured meat, but it doesn't like pests who are after his food. This season, competition is tough for the small predators. Another day is over. In the Iringa region, survival has become an ordeal. In its migration, the herd of ruminants has to cross the territory of the northern lionesses. The buffalo is viewed as one of the most unpredictable and most dangerous animals in Africa. Attacking a herd of 200 of these beasts is suicidal. But the drought and hunger can change all the rules. The lioness is not about to release this ton of muscle, but her adversary is tough and she needs help. The final blow is unbearable. The lions are ferocious. The outcome was never in doubt. In utter confusion, the buffalo, separated by the attack, try to regroup. It's a final desperate attempt, but all in vain.